Hello, this is Jason P. Wilson, Zero and X-Force, and this is my independent comic pull list and reviews for the last week in May, and today is the 1st of June, and it is a Friday. And first up here for my independents is my IDW of the week, and that is the final part of Monocyte. I've said this for the first three parts. Monocyte is an absolutely drop-dead gorgeous comic that has some of the best graphic work I've seen, period. The story, again, is very, very different, very engaging, and you will not be able to not turn the page. It's that good. And when you do turn the page, sometimes you're surprised, but you're always absolutely blown away by some really unique storytelling and some absolutely gorgeous artwork. And the way, if I have a complaint, it's that this final issue felt a little quick for me. Like, half the book is the actual story, and the other half is some gorgeous pictures of some of the concept art and stuff. But this is the conclusion, so it's a must-read, obviously, for anyone who's been reading Monocyte so far. Any of you who have missed Monocyte, absolutely pick up the trade. They're coming out with a nice deluxe trade. They show the kind of advertising back of this book. And I'm going to be picking it up anyway, even though I have the singles. Because this is really a must-read. Mainly because the storytelling is absolutely original and unique. The characters and character designs are absolutely amazing. And the artwork is just absolutely beautiful. It's one of the very few comics that artwork inside the book is even better than the beautiful covers they put out. So this is an absolute must read, and when it comes out in trade, do not miss it. Next up here is Icon's Super Crooks, and this is the newest issue. Now, first of all, I know that obviously Icon is Marvel, but I don't really ever put my Icons in with my Marvels, not usually, unless it's a real small Marvel. I'm still going to separate my Marvels and DCs. Otherwise, I always put them with my independents. And Mark Miller, even though he works for Icon, which is an off-brand of Marvel, still I kind of consider him a very independent writer. So yes, this will mostly be in with my independents. So, but this is a great book, issue number 3. There's been a lot of hype about this book, and I don't know if everyone giving it 5 stars is appropriate, but I do think it's a very strong book. The artwork is extremely well done. This is some of Mark Miller's best writing in a long time. And this is definitely, it feels good. I don't know if it's going to feel old eventually, but right now it feels great. This is actually my favorite issue of the 3 issues. And the first issue I liked, second one I really liked, this one I absolutely loved. Those of you who maybe have seen the almost iconic now cover of the upcoming Brutal, I believe it's by Image, with that superpowered female that's going around killing superheroes that are, some are bad, some are just kind of in the gray area. She's also taking out supervillains, but the cover that they show is her punching this guy in the face, and his eyeballs flying out. It's very kind of, Walking Dead type gory. That is what is in this issue. Total Walking Dead gore with color, and not pointless. Just like Walking Dead, there's not any pointless violence in here at all. There's usually a very strong point in the story, and the violence that is shown makes sense, and it's very relevant. So with that said, still it is a gory book. This issue is definitely the goriest so far. Though I loved it, I thought it was done extremely well, and the writing was just off the charts. Definitely Mark Miller's best Super Crooks issue so far, and if he can keep it up and keep this momentum going up, and not have any peaks and kind of going down with the story, if he can keep the momentum going. And I wasn't sure at first because it's basically like an Ocean's 11. I thought it might be kind of boring after a while, but so far these characters are very interesting, and the dynamics between them are they feel very vibrant and alive. The dialogue, it's excellent. Definitely a great issue, and I would recommend obviously picking up the first 2 issues first. Again, I believe this is an ongoing. I don't think it's gonna be like, Kick-Ass, where it's done on issue 8, but I'm not positive on that. But I'm really enjoying Super Crooks. Excellent book. Strongly recommended, absolutely. Alright, next up here is what's probably going to be my final issue of Lord of the Jungle. I pretty much am going to take it off my saver this weekend, but I did want to go ahead and pick up the annual because I've read thus far, and I was curious, it being their first annual, how it's going to tie into what's going on. As a one-shot, this is actually very good. It's one of the best Lord of the Jungles I read. If you've never read Lord of the Jungle by Dynamite before, this might be a good thing to read to see if you want to get into it. I personally, it's on the bottom of my stack, and I'm not excited for it anymore, so I decided to go ahead and drop it. But, again, this is a one-shot, really. It does kind of tie into what's going on, but it can easily be taken as a one-shot. And I was actually impressed with it. Basically, I won't give away too much, but Tarzan is put in the ring, kind of like a pit fight, with this guy whose name is a Striker, this very large and strong individual. And I will say this, I will give a little spoiler, but basically this guy's pounding on him and Tarzan's backing up. He's like, look, I don't know you. I don't want to fight you. I have no idea why I don't have any issues with you, so I don't know why we're fighting. So he kind of takes a few punches, and the guy's kind of beating him up a bit. And then he ends up hurting Tarzan really bad. And at that point, he gets into fight mode, and in one move, he bites the guy's jugular, and he rips it out and kills him. And I was impressed because it makes absolute sense. Tarzan does not fight for sport. He does not fight unless he's in mortal danger, and then it's kill or be killed. He lives in the jungle. It's kill or be killed. Always. So he didn't understand the concept of fighting for fun or fighting for prize money. He didn't get that at all. All he understood was someone was attacking him, he didn't know why, and when he finally clicked into fight mode, it was kill him. Just like an animal would. It's like an animal is not going to fight you for sport. He was going to leave you alone unless he feels threatened by you, then he's going to kill you. So I was impressed with that, and the story in all was actually really well done. It wasn't quite enough for me to want to continue reading the ongoing series, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was definitely the best Lord of the Jungle so far, annual number 1. So those of you who've been thinking about it, pick it up. Even if you're not going to pick up the ongoing, it's actually a really cool one-shot in general. So a good recommendation for that. And last but not least for my independence was, I don't know, a kind of shocker for me. When I heard about the Color Classics coming out, I'm not reading the ongoing series, and I'm kind of wishing that I did, but I figure I'll pick up trades. The IDW is coming out with this. Basically, it's issues of the original classics, but they're colored. And I was excited because they're colored in the way that, like the trades were back when they first came out, and kind of like the ElfQuest stuff when it first came out. Pencil colors, not the real thick, print stuff, but more like pencil colors. So I love that. I really love the lighter pencil coloring, and I have a lot of nostalgia for Ninja Turtles. I read the original series, I read the trades, and I liked this more serious tone. So I wasn't picking up the new ongoing, so I thought, oh, I'll pick this up. Now I'm not exactly sure if it's a one-shot, or if this is going to pop up every once in a while, or if it's ongoing. But it's kind of a mixed bag for me. First of all, I had a lot of nostalgia for this, and usually that's enough for me to really enjoy an older book. Even if the art style maybe is a little, old-fashioned, or maybe not as good as I remembered it. But this was flat out ugly. Like, I don't remember Ninja Turtles. In fact, I have some of the trades, but I think they're the later trades, like Book 4 and Book 5. But this is like early Ninja Turtles. I don't think I actually read this before. This might be the very first few issues. And I just kept on thinking to myself, man, this is ugly. Like, this picture here on the front is absolutely the best graphics, period. Now, I still enjoyed it because, again, there's enough nostalgia there for me to remember when Ninja Turtles first came out, and the buzz and how cool it was, and it was a serious book and all that kind of stuff. Everyone has red bandanas. There's no different colors. That was the cartoon, but it wasn't. I wasn't enjoying it the way I thought I would. Again, I would turn the page and think, wow, I love IDW. The quality of this paper is nice. It's nice, thick paper. The print itself is beautiful. I even enjoyed the storytelling, though there was, it was definitely simplified because it's the very first to come out and everything. They fight Splinter, and it was almost like a one shot, and it may have come out as a quick little first series to introduce the Turtles. I'm not sure on that. But again, the artwork was very ugly, and I won't go as far as saying amateurish, but I definitely did not enjoy the artwork like I remembered it in my head. Now, again, if you love Ninja Turtles, this is probably a must pick up. Even though they're reprints, it's really nice to revisit these issues. But I don't know. I didn't like it nearly as much as I thought it would. So a real cautious recommendation from me. Just know going in that the artwork is pretty darn primitive. So just know that. And I really like to hear from you guys. Did you guys pick this up? And if you did, what did you think? Did you enjoy the colored classics? Did it feel kind of just too old, or did it feel, I don't know, maybe you had a different feeling than me? Again, I'm a Ninja Turtle fan, so I was surprised I did not enjoy this like I wanted to. Also, any of you guys picking up Lord of the Jungle, and what do you guys think about that? And definitely Super Crooks. Are you guys really enjoying it like I am? Now again, I said that I didn't know if it deserved all the 5 stars everyone's been giving it, just because it's too early. It's definitely true. It's only 3 issues in, but I really like it, and it's one of my favorite independents, even though technically it's not. So with that said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.